That's right, guys. We are going with the Nitrous kit on the K-Series EK. I cannot wait to get this process started. Super exciting. This is basically my first NOS experience. I have never experienced it in the passenger seat, in the driver's seat. I don't even know anybody that has ever done a Nitrous kit. I think it's time, guys. I think it's time to do something a little bit different on the channel. I was leaning more toward turbocharging the K-Series EK, but we already have two turbocharged cars on the channel. We have the Turbo EG, we have the Turbo 8th Gen. I think it's time to start and do something a little bit different, and I just had to do it, guys. I pulled the trigger on the Nitrous Express kit. I did order this up on Amazon. Surprisingly, nowadays Amazon has everything, and I'm super excited, guys. Basically, this is the whole kit laid out over here. Basically, you have everything you need. You have the mounts to mount the bottle. You have a relay. You have all the lines. The diverter, I guess it's the diverter. I'm not really too sure. This is all very new to me. I just can't wait to get this process started. So you basically have all the sizes of the nitrous shots. You can do, I don't know, 25, 50, 7500, and it goes up. So you have all the different sizes over here. And also what didn't come with the kit is the nitrous purge valve. So this is the purge valve, and this basically you can connect it and place it wherever you want. Basically, when you're doing a pull or you're about to race, you just hit the button. It does also come with a nice little button here just to kind of make sure that nitrous is there. But I know having a nitrous purge valve is cool, but it's actually very, very necessary, and it's kind of a safety feature as well, because you have to purge the NOS just to make sure that it's all flowing nicely, and the purge valve goes through the line. So that's kind of how you can determine that nitrous is there and it's running. So I also got the nitrous purge valve, and we're going to be installing everything. So as soon as Rui has some time, I know he's very, very busy. I still have so much stuff for him to do. He's just super busy. As soon as he has a sec, we're going to bring all of this in, and we're going to go and put this nitrous on the K-Series EK. We're going to tune it and see what this thing makes. For power-wise, I'm not exactly sure how much. I'm thinking somewhere between 3 to 350. You guys know with K-Series, it's easy to make power, but with nitrous, it's probably a little bit different. So there's still a few things that I need to collect before we can actually put this in. For one, I need a set of bigger injectors, somewhere probably around the 1000 cc's. So I have to get a set of injectors. We also need a bigger fuel pump, which I already have. I have the Hellcat fuel pump, so I can just throw that in and we should be good to go. I'm still thinking we might do cams, we might not do cams. I did see online there were a couple stock K-Series making like well over 300 without any issues, and then there's ones with cams and they were making close to 400. So I'm not really sure where I want to take this as of yet. Basically, we got it started with the kit. This is the first thing that we need. We're going to get injectors. We have the fuel pump, and we're still kind of debating, like I said, on the cams, if we're going to get cams or not. But regardless, guys, I'm super excited. This is something new for me, and I hope you guys are excited as well. And we're going to get this thing installed as soon as possible and then hit the tracks, hit the streets. So basically the same thing that we've always been doing on the channel. This time we got some spray, guys. So last week we did take this thing to a test and tune at Toronto Motorsport Park. Basically, I got teched in, got in line, open up the laptop just to kind of set the two-step on this thing and just play around with it. And all of a sudden I couldn't start up the car. So I figured out that the main relay pretty much went. So we didn't do anything that night. I was so bummed out. I basically didn't even film the video. I did want to put this thing on the track and just kind of see exactly what this thing can do, the way it sits with the tune and everything. And then basically once we do the NOS and once we do a little bit more upgrades, we can actually see the time being shaved down as we go. But that night did not go well at all. So right now, as it sits, we still have no time for the quarter mile on this thing, but I promise you guys, soon we're gonna probably hit the strip and find out what this thing's got. before we actually start doing anything with the nitrous or trying to get any more power out of this thing, and then we'll basically just go from there. So before I went to the track last week, I did try to slap these guys on. As you guys know, these are the wheels from the EG, 13 inch. Everything fits except for one little issue. These Willwood 4-piston calipers are way too big, and basically the whole wheel fits. I tightened the lug nuts, but the wheel doesn't spin. So kind of a bummer. I was thinking to run these because we have them. I don't want to go and get a bigger rim or put slicks on this one. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm thinking that we actually might, well, there's two ways. We can put a probably inch or inch and a half spacer. That might work. I'm not exactly too sure yet. The spacer might work, or we just might have to downgrade the brakes to just a like stock caliper with some pads, and then it'll basically solve the issue, and then we can run these slicks. But I was super excited to get these slicks on. I'm like, all right, we're good to go. We're gonna test this thing out on the slicks. We can get some grip and finally get a number out of this thing. But that day, that night, that Friday night was just a disaster to begin with. I tried to put these on, didn't fit. We went out there, traffic was a disaster. There was probably like 3 major accidents on the way with cars being flipped over and all that stuff. It was a disaster. So basically from the start to the finish, nothing went well. The main relay went out on this thing, so it was just a disaster. But other than that, we have wheels for it. We just have to downgrade the brakes, and then I do want to try this car out on the track just the way it sits. Another thing is I already found a used stock bumper. So like I told you guys, I don't like this design with the half cut bumper and the diffuser there. So I picked up a stock rear bumper. We're gonna be repainting it and putting that on. We're probably gonna get a nice lip on that thing, and then we should be good to go on the rear end. And I'm also still looking for a SIR wing. I really like the look of that wing, but as you guys know, those wings are super hard to find, and if you do find it, it goes like nothing, or it's super expensive. So I'm still looking for that, and that should basically take care of the rear end. So as for the front end, we already ordered up some stuff, and it's basically on the way. As soon as it gets here, I just want to collect everything and then put everything in one shot. So I did get the nice mesh grill that I really like. We also got a spoon replica lip and the fog lights. So I can't wait until these things come in, and then I'm gonna basically go and install everything all at once. It's gonna really make this car look a lot better. Right now it's looking really stockish, and I don't like it at all. So as soon as the parts come in, we're gonna install everything, and then the front end should look really nice. All right guys, that'll pretty much do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we are officially going nitrous on the K Series EK. Super exciting. We're gonna get that on as soon as we can, but that's gonna be for another video. That'll pretty much do it. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out guys.